What's up, everybody? Tony Beats Guy here, and we're going to be talking about WWE WrestleMania 32. And that's coming up really, really fast. But on February 21st, we have to go through Fastlane first. And the thing that I really want to talk about is the main event of WrestleMania coming up this year. Now, the question we want to know is who's going to be fighting Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. There are so many different options and so many different ways that they could go for this to be an awesome main event, but let's talk about the most obvious one right here. Obviously, everybody, I mean, just not me, but everybody in their mind is predicting that this is going to be Roman Reigns' moment. We thought he was going to have the moment going up, leading and, defeat Seth Rollins' reign, defeat CM Punk's reign, and have the longest reign in WWE modern history. But that didn't happen, and he ended up losing that championship at the Royal Rumble, and Triple H is the champion. I thought that was kind of obvious. I thought Triple H was going to come out at 30, and then he was going to win it. So it all actually played out like that. So let's talk about Roman Reigns a little bit, because there's a lot of factors that they could go here for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and #1 contendership for this. If you want to go the Roman Reigns route, if you want to go the obvious route, you have Roman Reigns win at Fastlane. He ends up pinning Brock Lesnar to make him look strong. Honestly, I don't think that's the way that it's going to play out. I honestly think that this is going to turn out to be some sort of a one-on-one match with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Let's say that Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose do make it to the end. How is that actually going to play out? Well, the way that if we're going to go this Roman Reigns route, if we're going to have Roman Reigns go to WrestleMania, win the championship, and that'll solidify him as the guy and that he's going to hold the title for a long, long time. Well, what you can have is you can have Brock Lesnar get taken out by some of the Wyatts. That is an obvious way to do it. You have the Wyatts take out Brock Lesnar. You know they're going to fight at WrestleMania. It's rumored that it's going to be Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. I don't know if that's going to be good, bad, or ugly, but that's the rumor right now. So if you have the Wyatts take out Brock Lesnar, and then you come down to Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, just leave it up to Roman Reigns to get the victory on Dean, and that would be the way that you could go and have Roman Reigns go on to WrestleMania, and then your main event could be Triple H and Roman Reigns. Do I think this is a blockbuster, huge main event that everybody is wanting to see? No, I do not. I don't think any outcome, honestly, would make this WrestleMania main event be the main event that everybody wants to see. I know they're trying to build this as a modern-day version of Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon, but it's never going to be like that. Roman Reigns is not anti-authority enough. I don't think he's a strong enough. He's just not as popular as Stone Cold was. Let's just put it that way. Nothing against Roman Reigns. Do I think he could be WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Of course. Do I think he could be the face of the company? Of course. But I don't know that he has the momentum, the build. They haven't really done as much as they did with Stone Cold. Maybe they can do something more. They had him got screwed over by Triple H to get more people to like him. I guess that worked out. And there we go. So there's the Roman Reigns scenario. You have Roman Reigns take out Dean Ambrose at the end. Brock Lesnar gets taken out by Braun Strowman, and that's how he could go that way. If you want to have Brock Lesnar be the face of the company, which there's nothing wrong with that. I think Brock Lesnar could carry the company in any time. You could put the championship on him anytime, and he looks like a threat. You could do that, and that would be perfect for me. I think, though, that Brock Lesnar is going to have something to do with the Wyatt family at WrestleMania, so that is why I don't see him going on. As much as I see the scenario playing out as him going up against Triple H, I don't know that Brock Lesnar and Triple H is actually the feud that you want to go with for 2016 main eventing of WrestleMania. I have no problem with Brock Lesnar being in the main event of WrestleMania, but against Triple H, I don't know if that's a card worthy something that you want to see in this era, in this time. I mean, it would work. It has worked. It has main evented pay-per-views, but I don't know that it would work right now at this time in WrestleMania. So the scenario of Brock Lesnar going on, yeah, sure, it could happen. I still think that Dean Ambrose would be the one to be pinned, or maybe even Dean costing Roman. Let's play out this scenario then, right? Let's say that Brock Lesnar does win. All right, he pins Roman Reigns. Let's just put it that way. Let's say that Dean Ambrose sets up Roman Reigns to get beat by Brock Lesnar. I don't know what the scenario would be. Would he knock him out? Would he hit him with a chair, do something crazy? I don't know what he does to Roman Reigns, but he gets him out, and then that way you can have Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. That would be a match that's okay. I'm okay with that. I just don't know how you go with Brock Lesnar and Triple H. I do like the idea of Dean and Roman at WrestleMania. As far as a one-on-one for the IC title, that would be fine with me. Now let's take another scenario. Let's take scenario Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is going to have that Intercontinental Championship going into Fastlane. We can assume, unless there's something else that's going to happen. Excuse me. What if you do it this way? We could have Dean Ambrose end up pinning Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns, however you want to do it. And you could do it as such as you want Triple H to have a feud with the unknown. That's kind of the idea here. You want the unknown. And Dean Ambrose had a very, very good showing. And there's a couple different ways you could do it. You could say that Dean Ambrose is going to win, and then he's going to turn over his title shot to Triple H. They could do a little fake heel turn with Dean, where he joins the Authority for one night, wins, and then Triple H is like, "Here, shake my hand. Yeah, there's going to be no match at WrestleMania because me and Dean are friends." And then he could be like, "Just kidding. I actually want that title match." So that could be something that could happen. Or you could just have Dean continue his current path and be a little crazy and end up winning and going on. Plan 4. This is the fourth plan that I see for WrestleMania. You could do that. The Wyatt family takes off Brock Lesnar. You could have Roman Reigns get the victory on Dean, or whatever you want to do. You could also do the Dean heel turn, right? Dean's like, I'm joining the Authority. Because I think heel Dean is something that could happen and something that could work. I think you take a heel Dean or fake heel Dean, and you have him, he loses, right? He takes the pinfall from Roman Reigns. But then Triple H is like, you know what? I think that Dean Ambrose did really good, so I still want to see Dean in the main event. He's with the Authority. He did the right thing, and now we're going to have Dean, and we're going to have Roman, and we're going to have Triple H in a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I think that would be very awesome. I honestly like one-on-one matches, but I don't know Roman Reigns and Triple H is strong enough. If you have a heel Dean Ambrose of sorts with a heel Triple H and a Roman Reigns, and that could be the way that you could make it something very, very interesting. I think that there's a lot of potential for something like this. I think you could even just keep Dean heel. I think Dean needs a little tweak in his character, turning him heel, having Triple H heel, and then you could have Roman Reigns win the championship at WrestleMania, defeating all the odds and being the number one guy in the company. I think that's something that's very, very interesting, and I think you turn Dean heel to try and side with Triple H, and then you end up just having the Authority Dean, Triple H versus it's basically a handicap match. And then you keep the heel. I think it's very, very interesting. I think there's a lot to come out of it. I think Fastlane is going to be something that's going to be very, very interesting, how the turn events are going to go. I think that Dean Ambrose is slated for the main event, though. I don't want to quote me on this, but I will say that I think that Dean Ambrose has a shot to be in the main event of WrestleMania. I don't see why not. He's a great wrestler. He's a great talent. Overall, he's just a great guy. I think that you take Dean Ambrose, you turn him heel, you make him go with Triple H, you have Dean, Triple H, and Roman triple threat match at WrestleMania. That's the way that I see it going down. There's other ways that you could do it. You could do something with Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles, Kevin Owens. I don't know how you want to all do it. There's things you could do, but I think most interesting right now, just the way that Royal Rumble went with Dean Ambrose being at the end. I think you got to have Dean in the main event. I think you got to have Roman in the main event. And let's even throw out a wild card bold prediction. I don't know. Somehow Seth Rollins walks out champion at WrestleMania. I don't know. There's still something in my back of my mind. I don't know how it would work out if you guys can explain to me. But there's something in the back of my mind that says Seth Rollins is going to be at WrestleMania. I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know how it's going to play out. Unless Seth comes out and here's an idea. How about this one? You have heel Dean. heel Triple H. Seth comes out. You're like, oh, he's going to beat up Roman Reigns and help the Authority. Nope, just kidding. He's a heel, or he's a face. He helps Roman Reigns. Excuse me. Let me start that over. Heel Dean, heel Triple H. Seth comes out. You think he's going to help the Authority. No, he turns. He helps Roman win the title, and then you have face Seth and face Roman versus heel Dean and heel Triple H. It's something that writes itself. I think it's great. I think that you can eliminate Brock Lesnar though from this equation of Fastlane. I don't think he's going on to Mania in the main event. I think the Wyatts are going to do something, and that's the way that it's going to play out. So I think we're going to have a triple threat: Roman, Dean, Triple H, WrestleMania. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. As always, Tony Beats Guy, frag out.